T-Man 978 Show Review. Hello everyone, T-Man 978, reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classic Collection Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze from 1991. I guess the moral of this line, or the purpose of this line, is to capture old school collectors who grew up with this movie back in the 90s. And here is this read-up right here. Every single turtle has the same read-up on the back. They just have different images of the turtles. And this is supposed to represent the actual turtles from inside the movie. Well, I said inside the movie, but that doesn't sound right. This is supposed to represent the turtle as portrayed in the movie. And this box is humongous. I was not expecting this. This is a Voyager class Transformers box. It's almost just as thick, but it's taller, and it's definitely taller than a Marvel Legends box. But anyway, that'll help people see it in the store and not miss it. Here's Raph out of his packaging, and I am very impressed by him. I only have one of these guys because I wanted to test it out just to see if I would like them, and I'm broke. But anyway, I see now that I do like them, and I do want to get the rest of these dudes. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, because these guys are being scalped heavily. Like the first Walmart that I actually seen the pegs for them or the stickers for them on the shelf, all the figures completely gone. But I do know and do realize that not everybody's gonna just buy one like me, even though I only saw him and Donatello on the shelf. So of course I picked Raph out of the two. But most people are gonna buy every turtle. So maybe it's not being scalped, but I bet you they are, because they're going high on eBay. Anywho, these guys are supposed to represent the movie, and face-wise, I'm not really sure. The thickness of the bandana is movie accurate, and the teeth, but the mouth being different is what takes away from the movie look. No, I'm not going to complain about it. To me, they look like the perfect mixture of the cartoon and the original toys, which I wish that the movies had. My problem with the movie is the movie had that big, long lower lip that they never had in the cartoon, and it just always looked off to me. But these heads, and let me show you them. Out of the 4 head options they give you, this head option is the main one that looks movie accurate to me because of that stupid lower lip. Like, it's flat at the bottom. It's very reminiscent of when they talked in the movie, and that's really good, since that's what this was going for. Unfortunately, with me, you can see that scraping. I was hoping that was like some dust or something and I could just wipe that off, but it almost looks like somebody bought this, dropped it on the floor, and then repackaged it. But I'm thinking it actually came like that. Maybe if I put something wet on here earlier and it didn't look so bad. But anyway, here are the other faces, and this one is definitely toy accurate, just it has eyes, whereas the old original toys had regular blank white eyes. But other than that, these are definitely super movie accurate. This one, I think, is the best head to just have on his body at all times. So you can see it. He just has this fat ball right there. The heads are easy enough to put directly on and off. And that's one issue I don't like. I wish the neck articulation was better. He has a ton of good articulation, but I wish he had like a neck joint down there so he can look up and down. Like, he can look down good enough. Looking up, though, you just pop the head off. And trying to do stuff like this, I mean, you could kind of break it so you can lean his head and you still would be all right, but it kind of sucks that you have to do that. Other than that, only articulation that I dislike, he doesn't have ankle pivot, and his legs are weird. I didn't even realize this at first because they have a good range. Let me take this out. every Raphael has a problem with articulation while you have these sides sheathed. But get that out of the way. Like the legs have good range in the hips, but that's really just a ball joint right there hanging down into the top of the hip. You're not going to be able to see that. But I kind of wish that was a double hinge, just like, or a universal joint like in the shoulder. That might have been better. And this right here is not soft, pliable material. So getting him to kick forward is pretty much impossible. Well, yeah. Any other gripe that I have with the figure is the way the hands are molded. Like he can grab the side like this. I kind of wish that the thumb was a little bit different so it would grab a little bit better. But you can also put it in his hand like this, which is the preferred way for me to make his poses look better. But usually he doesn't hold that very well. Like when you try to go ahead and move it, the wrist down or whatnot, and of course it's doing it because I have it on camera. But earlier when I was messing with this thing, he was not holding it very well, and as you can see, the thumb is not gripping that. So with any type of jarring movement, it'll just pop right out. Well, let's see. One piece of articulation that I was hoping he had, like he has this diaphragm joint right here underneath his pectoral shell plates, and he can actually rotate. So that definitely lends itself to some good dynamic posing. And these fingers, whether they hold the weapons or not, they definitely lend themselves well, because he can move each finger individually, and the thumb, he actually has 2 points of articulation. On the box, let me mention that it says they have 34 points, but I counted 40. I'm not going to count them all, but not only can the hand rotate, the wrist can go out and in. Here's a cut at the top of this thigh, double jointed knees that bend that much. The knee pads move way out of the way. Double jointed elbows, the elbow pad gets out of the way so he can get up that high. Of course, he has bicep swivel, 2 points in the shoulders. The feet go back that much, which is a lot, and they kick forward. They do swivel on a ball joint, but the ball joint doesn't, like I said, doesn't give you a ton of ankle pivot. It's almost like none at all. And the 2 toes in the front go up and down individually. Here he is with the neutral face on. I guess this is just for when he's like sitting back listening to somebody telling a story or whatever. Maybe watching TV or something. He has this accessory, which I think is a manhole cover or whatnot. Why has this missing? Somebody else maybe be able to fill me in on this, because I bet this came with the previous movie Turtles, but I don't know. But what I like to use this for is to wrap his fingers in that. I guess he can use it as a shield or something like that. But with him holding this like this, and let's pop this head off, we can give him his like half happy face. And he comes with this pizza, which is very big, and of course has this sticker on there which has realistic pizza right there. That's a real picture of a pizza. I like to just carry that on there. That's the best way for him to hold that. So now he's happy, telling the guys, hey, come on, get some pizza. He comes with these 4 ninja stars. They look identical on both sides besides the molding thing right there. But I haven't tried to actually put these in his hand, so let me try that out. And yeah, he can hold the ninja star. Good enough for the shuriken. And as you can see, even though he doesn't have ankle pivot, you can be a little bit clever with the posing to get what you want. Let's show off this diaphragm joint. Like, it can rock left and right and twist a good bit. And you can see what the back of his turtle butt looks like. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to see that, but if you ever wondered, they molded it in here because I think it's really supposed to be attached to the back of his shell. But with some of the poses they get into, it would be impossible to be completely connected to the shell. But let me end things off with his movie accurate face. Let's see if he can actually hold the pizza. This is why I put it on that little tin, because holding it like that just looks weird. But I guess he can hold it with 2 hands. But hold on. Here we see he's probably about to rudely but crudely throw this pizza in your face. But I don't know if I mentioned this. Each one of the back of their bandana on each head looks a little bit different. So it's not the same on each head. So that's good for variety. As you can see here, he can get into a lot of dynamic poses that look very, very well. And I'm highly satisfied with him. One thing of note on mine, and it might be on yours too, those little hip ball joints that I mentioned are a little bit loose. Maybe yours won't be like that. Maybe you'll get lucky. But I still wanted to mention that. And yeah, I think this is a nice turtle action figure. So I can't wait to get the rest of them. And if I do get the rest of them, I'm going to just review all of them at once because they're pretty similar, other than their skin tones and their faces. And somebody mentioned in another review I saw that their skin tones are different, just like in the movie. But in the movie, they all look pretty much the same. Their skin tone is reminiscent to the original toys and the ongoing Turtle show. But anyway, I'm going to put some other reviews right there for you to look at. Please look at them. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up to let me know you liked it. Subscribe to let me know that you like my videos. Share, comment. TMNT 978. Out of here.